Greetings, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself. And today is the return of Ys 7. I haven't heard this game in 2 years. We have 2 songs for you. We have Vacant Interference and a little song called Desert of Despair, both from the channel, Falcom Music channel, requested by Shin. Thank you. And the reason I'm checking these 2 out is because of the second song is potentially, most likely going to be in my upcoming Desert Vibes, PGM Vibes 11. And yeah, I've only heard Ys 7 one time in 2023. So Falcom is always good stuff. If I had to guess, it's probably a little more on the metal side, but we'll see. Honestly, who knows? But we're gonna start off with Vacant Interference. I have no context on this one, like positive. Yeah, I don't. Vacant Interference. That power chord scared me. I do still want to play an Ys game someday. Ooh. Violin metal. It's just so prog. It's unbelievably prog. I'm gonna be very honest with you, even though it's badass and super dope, it's not giving me anything like setting or anything. Maybe a boss fight, but I'm just gonna enjoy the song, if you don't mind. Guitar solo, maybe? Oh, violin solo. It sounded like a solo was coming up. Does it have the composer? Saki Momiyama. Oh. Did this song make an appearance in another game? Because there's an arranger for this one. Hold on. This is cool. I wasn't expecting a guitar solo after the violin solo. Neat. Man, poor drummer hasn't got out of this pocket yet. Oh, there we go. Floor toms. You know what this reminds me of? Bravely Default. Kinda. I say this in the nicest way possible. When it comes to Ys, specifically Ys, not Falcom. I used to think this was a Falcom thing, but it's like mostly Ys. They're so good at this style. Some of the stuff I've heard in Ys Origin is really, really good too. But it's like, it really reminds me of kind of a hybrid of Bravely Default, which I really enjoy as well. Blaze Blue, which again, I really enjoy as well. But with those games, well, I haven't heard that much Bravely Default, but let's take Blaze Blue for example. Those, and I'm using this term in a very nice way. A lot of the songs sound kind of the same because that's like the genre of the soundtrack, which is fine. Don't take that as a negative. But in like Blaze Blue, for example, those are all like character themes. So at least I can try to maybe attach these notes or melodies, whatever, the aggression of the song to a certain archetype of the character, moveset, etc. When it comes to Ys, it's a JRPG. So when I hear these songs, as fantastic as they are, I'm kind of in the boat of I'm just going to enjoy it because it's not giving me a specific thing. Now, for example, the next song, I don't know it plays in the desert, but I'm going to assume it plays in the desert based on, why it's here. So at least I have that going. But this one is just called Vacant Interference. Now, when I think interference, I think of one thing, and that is a conflict. When I think of conflict in a JRPG, I think of a boss fight. So this to me sounds like a boss fight. But, and again, none of these are negatives. But there was a song I heard from Ys. I think it was the first song I heard from Ys. Yes. Valentine Castle from Oath and Felghana. Damn, it's been that long. I saw footage of Valentine Castle. Is it Valentine? I forgot. Valentine Castle. And that song sounds very similar to this, a thrash beat. But there's no conflict at all. You're just walking through a castle. Like, it's... I'm thinking, like, Ys just has this very unique, hard, fast energy when it might not even call for it. Like, maybe the game is just so intense. Which, if that's so, that's pretty unique, right? Like, 9 times out of 10, a composer is going to make music for that specific area to kind of fit the vibe. Not always, but, common. Whereas to me, Ys sounds a little bit like, let's just make a bunch of songs and then just kind of put them in different places. Again, I'm not trying to make that sound bad or anything, but that it is a possibility. Anything's possible. But to me, this sounds kind of like for lack of a better term, like a generic boss battle theme. But it's still really cool. It's got everything I like: thrash beat, harmonizing guitars, violin. That's the part that reminded me of Bravely Default. It's just really, really good. But I'm going to move on to the next one. And again, to my knowledge, these songs have nothing to do with each other. They're just both from the same game. Now, Desert of Despair. The reason this is here is because I have a guest speaker that's going to talk about it for my VGM Vibes 11 desert themes and games. So already, I already have some image in my head. But I'm curious how Ys is going to handle a desert theme. You know what I mean? Is it also just going to be... This is Desert of Despair from Ys 7. Woo! Such a little Guitar Hero solo. Okay. Hello, bells, tubular bells. This one has a little bit more of a laid-back nature to it, though. Synthesizers now. It's very simplistic songwriting. Ooh. There's a harmony. I was waiting for the guitar harmony. It's always gonna happen. Dude, this is melodic as hell. Oh my gosh, this sounds totally different for East to me. Seriously. It's like it's majestic. Arpeggios. It's very simple, but it works. The keyboards are just following the rhythm guitar is following the bass. Like, it's just all like... It just fits. Round peg, round hole, that kind of thing. This is cool. This is very melodic. It's like kind of giving me goosebumps a little bit. Either that or it's really cold. Sounds like an 80s action movie. I love the bells. This is a desert theme? Like, what do you mean? A late halftime group? Is that the loop? I can't wait to finish this video. Desert themes are cool, man. They're a cool thing in video games. Oh, that pulsating bass. You know what? Hold on. Let me go back to the original song, Vacant Interference, for like 2 seconds. I want to hear the contrast really quick. Yeah. Huge difference. Sorry, I had to save your faces from being melted. Okay, this is one of those instances where, please don't get the wrong idea. I really enjoyed the first song, Vacant Interference. But because of the second song, it enhanced the first one. It's happened before. Now this one is sounding way cooler, and vice versa, right? There's no way you can get a total grasp of a soundtrack off of 2 songs. Mind you, the last time I heard E7 was in 2023. It's 2025. So there's no way I can even tell you what E7's vibe is. But it's nice to hear that it's even within the thrash kind of beat and energy of the game, you can still have different feelings and emotions. And that's really cool because the first song makes the second one pop, the second one makes the first one pop. I hope that makes sense. That being said, Desert of Despair, to my knowledge, which that doesn't say much, but I do have a Falcom playlist of every game I've checked out Falcom. I don't know how many of those are East. I feel like in my life, which has always been here on the auditorium, I think East songs that I've heard in total have been probably less than 10. I think. Maybe even including these ones. I could search, but let me see. I think if I type in YS, it's going to show up with a lot of stuff. Okay, no. I've heard Oath and Falgana, East 4, Origin, 1 and 2, 8, 1 and 2, Foliage, 7, Origin, 6. Okay, so I have 18 videos of East. Okay, so I was a little off. So probably like 20 songs-ish, more, something like that. Either way, at this exact moment, I think that was one of the more, I don't say slower, but like more melodic songs. Now that I say that, I feel like I jinxed it, and there's someone's gonna be like, no, you heard this one and that one. You have to remember, you have to remember that I don't remember. I feel, now that I say that, I feel like maybe Sunshine Coastline was like this too. You know what? Let me just check that out now, because it's gonna bug me. That's a popular one. E8. I always get recommended that one. Sunshine Coastline. Let me hear this for 5 seconds. Even that one's kind of fast. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. Okay, what I'm saying is at the moment, let me put it to you this way. If this song Desert of Despair was shown to me blind and I just didn't know what game it came from, I wouldn't have said East or Falcon. Which is usually the opposite, you know. Usually I hear something like, oh, that sounds like East. You know, I've said that multiple times because of that blaring metal sound. This had something along the lines of like Star Ocean to me, which, by the way, Star Ocean soundtrack is so sick. Oh my gosh. If you've never heard Star Ocean, listen to Mission of the Deep Space. Whew. It's similar to this, and that's one of my favorite songs that I heard on the channel. Mission to the Deep Space or of the Deep Space, one of those, you'll find it. This was really cool. This had a lot more melody. It was, and the reason I wanted to go back to the original is because I wanted to hear the difference in the dynamics of it. The first one, Vacant Interface, was really tight and aggressive. You know, Desert Despair had a lot of reverb and a lot of airiness to it. It was open. It wasn't as, didn't have so much attack, but it was still there. Which kind of goes with the whole desert thing, right? A desert is very vast and open. I'm just trying to imagine what this place looks like. I'll see it eventually, right? Actually, I will see it because the person that's going to be talking about it, they submitted footage of it. So, awesome. You'll see who gets to talk about it later. This is really cool, though. I really, really like this, especially the fact that these songs kind of enhance each other. I'm guessing they play nowhere near each other. But Desert of Despair had a definite uniqueness to it that I can't really describe at the moment. It just didn't really sound like East or Falcon to me. I know that sounds kind of weird, but again, I don't have that much experience. This one, by the way, is also Saki Muyayama. Oh, that reminds me. Sorry, my brain's all over the place. Does Vacant Interference show up in another game? I'm asking because it says composer Saki Momiyama, but arrangement is Yukiro Jindo. Why does it need to be arranged? Unless it's returning, you know, or I don't know. And I'm pretty sure Yukiro Jindo is like the East person. I could be wrong about that. I have so many questions. Either way, feel free to share your thoughts of E7 of these songs, whatever you want. Tell me where they play. I'm going to have context on this one soon, so you don't have to elaborate too much. But yeah, this was definitely going to make it into VGM Vibes 11, and the guest will speak about it. So I can't wait for that. Awesome. Really, really cool stuff. I love East. I love hearing Falcom. It's always a good time. Always a good time. Thank you to everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium later.